Hello everyone, with you Plotwiz, and today I will tell you about the movie Giant Spider Spotted. Well, if you like our videos, then you can support us, like and subscribe. You only have it a couple seconds, and for us this is a huge step towards the goal of 100,000 subscribers. Movie meets us footage of a ruined city. Army shoots somewhere up, or rather in a giant spider. Which one? Breaks down the helicopter and takes us back a couple of days. Meet Alex, and he is a local disinfectant. He decides to hug Mrs. Jefferson and take to the parasites. Then she rubs some game in, and finally gives something with marmalade and without twigs. When suddenly a spider decides to run over his shoulder, Alex says that spider is poisonous. You just need to not move and he will slide down himself. But Jefferson thinks completely different. What makes him go to the local hospital, where he does not want to say what happened to him. In response to this, the girl calls him a clown. While in the morgue, something started opening the bag. All this is not noticed by the doctor and becomes a mini snack. The truth is already in the next frame. He just comes to the fire and tells, how did someone bite him? Security guard suggests, what was that zombie, cat or monkey? Then does Alex reply, it could have been a spider. You just need to put yourself to the spider place and start thinking like a spider. And somewhere on the highway at this time a convoy passes. Who goes to this very hospital? Alex is already making it to the morgue. In trying to find the spider, they find some leftovers. Security guard serious tone says, what is Spider-Man monkey involved in this? Alex takes out a jumper and tries to think like a spider. In trying to find the spider, they break out the vent. And Alex asks the security guard to squeeze into the vent, but since he refuses, Alex has to climb in there himself. The army is already unhooking the clinic, complimenting that they accidentally sent an object to that hospital. And in some ward, a spider notices a new treat. Grandfather sees all this and is already trying to press the button, but too late, and he also becomes a snack. Alex, being a tough nut, sneaks through the vent and goes on a huge web. The flashlight decides to go out, and because of incredible intelligence, Alex lights a lighter, but still gets to some compartment. While military scientists say that spider should already grow for by, and the fact that it grows exponentially. This means that every 4 hours it will increase by 25%. But they make us understand that all this time Alex was on the side of the army and conveys everything. What did he manage to find out? The spider decides to throw the can for distraction. For a trick like this, Alex pays the spider a couple cents. Spider already practically manages to attack Alex, but so in time Carly protects him. Then the spider decides to catch the homeless man on that very coin, and he does it perfectly. And that same security guard says, what will become for Alex as Robin, for Batman as Cotta to Green Hornet, or on the extreme Sanko Pancho Thin Hoda, on TV already in full broadcast, REPO or TING with a huge spider. And the scientist says that the third stage of development has already begun, but we're getting transferred to Alex, which suggests that it's a giant black widow, and they have an idea. Where can I look for this spider? And somewhere a special forces squad is already making its way into the sewers. You manage to find the spider lair, where according to preliminary estimates about 20 cocoons. Scientist notes that spider watered once again. This operation is being watched from afar by Alex, who decides to call and ask, did they catch the spider? After which Joe suggests that the spider could be on the mountain. Where is the entertainment complex? First victim becomes, as always, some did drone also spots a spider, and he's already the size of a whole tree. Alex is stopped by the police, and Alex proposes small donation of $12. When suddenly a message is transmitted on the radio, police officer forced to let them go. Spider is already eating with might everyone who gets in his way. But as always, the arrived Alex demolishes the spider. Well, at least he was going to do that. In the end, he just leaves him, and the spider runs after him. A military drone was watching them the whole time. They also decide to call him to warn of an ambush a couple meters away from them. But Alex doesn't get it. What does crossfire mean? And just drives on. Military open volley of all weapons. But only they didn't hurt the spider in any way. And all because of that. That spider is using a car like shield and throwing projectile at the same time. And then at all one jumps to the military formation. The squad is sent after them. This can be understood by video recording. Really, from which place it is led I do not know, because there are no cameras. General orders the use of thermal grenades. But there is also a small problem. Spider-Man already destroyed almost the whole squad. But Alex, as always, comes to the rescue and frees the girl. And from behind the bush runs out a Sancho Panza with a gun to the advantage, and managed to ward off the spider. This is used by the squad and runs away to the car. But Spider-Man has other plans and is packing a girl. At the local headquarters, the scientist states that very soon the spider will go into stage 5. Alex wants to know what it means, but what he hears does not really like him. Scientist says, "What is this arachno anomaly of alien origin, which occurred during interbreeding with a microorganism straight from Mars, and all for a giant tomato, which can feed the world?" The spider was only a small misunderstanding. During experience on tomatoes, spider accidentally hid between tomatoes, and what also got growth hormone. Alex states that he understands the essence of spiders and then that the spider will not make a nest near the settlement. But really though, spider just running around the local Chinese neighborhood. After which he climbs to the local city hall. But he liked this building, and he finds himself a local skyscraper, the one from the beginning of the movie. And on the camera from the helicopter manages to spot the lieutenant. This information is passed on to Alex, and the general passes the key, complimenting that Alex has 24 minutes to save the lieutenant. Along the way, Sancho Panza offers to set the spider on fire, what Alex agrees with, because you can use this big match. And the general says, what, they have 10 minutes left to climb to the 60th floor. But they did not have time to arrive. How does their car fail? When Alex comes to his senses, there is complete devastation everywhere, and to heroic music, he brings Sancho Panza to life. And the two of them head for the spider, and thank God the elevator is still working. But on the floor they need already everywhere cocaine. But even so, they quickly release the lieutenant. But the office worker still goes for an omega snack. The spider is knocked down and it falls to the very bottom. And though everyone celebrated the victory, Spider comes to his senses. Sancho Panza is already running to Alex with a bazooka on the upside, which manages to neutralize the spider. So, to speak translate to the 6th stage. With well and with you was the channel Plot Whiz. We hope that you liked this issue. Write about it in the comments.